Today, we are going to be talking about the prized chariots of most warrior kings. Famed as a mech with incredible endurance and strength, as well as a seat for many commanders who wish to be in the thick of the fighting with their troops, today we are going to cover Holly Industries' Battlemaster. An assault mech weighing in at 85 tons, the Battlemaster is a weapon from an era of the Star League, and at the time of its design and construction, it was meant to be the most impressive and powerful machine in the inventory of the SLDF at its introduction in 2633. It quickly took on a fearsome reputation of a machine capable of holding back a full lance of lesser mechs, and also gained a reputation as being a frontline command vehicle. Hollis's primary factory would be annihilated during the First Succession War. However, Earthworks Incorporated and Red Devil Industries would have the ability to produce the Battlemaster during the Succession Wars through their own facilities, and would ensure that the Lyran Commonwealth and Free Worlds League would have the highest number of Battlemasters deployed from there on. Though newer assault mech designs would appear, the Battlemaster would never lose its fearsome stature, or even its preference as a chariot for the most brazen commanders of the Inner Sphere. From the Star League's Golden Age all the way through to the bloody violent clashes of the Dark Age, and now into the Ilkhan era, the Battlemaster remains at its post. The primary Battlemaster design, which was utilized during parts of the Star League era as well as the Succession Wars, is the BLR-1G. This machine comes with a mighty 340 Vox standard engine, which propels its significant weight forward at 64.8 kilometers per hour, and results in a total of 6 movement points in the tabletop game. This gives the Battlemaster significant mobility for a mech of its size, and allows it to keep up with the majority of its surrounding forces, which would typically be comprised of mediums and heavies. For heatsinks, the Battlemaster has an impressive 18 standard heatsinks, giving it the ability to disperse large amounts of heat for its time, and giving it multiple options when choosing how to fire its significant offensive capabilities. For those capabilities, the Battlemaster comes with an impressive array of direct-fire weapon systems. The primary of these is the Donnell PPC, which is the main long-range weapon, though it begins to lose its value in close. This is easily mitigated, however, by the Battlemaster's significant close-range assortment of tools, namely 4 forward-facing Martel medium lasers, 2 Sperry Browning mech machine guns, and a 6-tube Holly short-range missile pack. In the case of being too distracted by frontal opponents, the BLR also has twin Martel medium lasers facing its rear. At first, many may be deceived by its PPC, but the truth is the Battlemaster is a short-range assault mech, able to deliver punishing volleys of laser fire to a target for hammering them with short-range missiles in an attempt to find exposed armor on enemy targets. Its twin machine guns further back things up if the combat continues to get to even closer ranges, and can also be used to dispatch infantry should they come in its way. For defense, the Battlemaster is well served for its weight, though not overly so. It comes with 14.5 tons of standard armor, giving it the ability to take up more punishment than any heavy mech in the game as of the original 3025, and it has more armor than most of its assault stablemates in the 80-ton bracket. Relatively quick and with some long-range abilities, as well as punishing in close fighting ability, the Battlemaster has earned a reputation for being a vicious combatant, and it's clear why the SLDF embraced this machine the way it did. As a frontline assault mech, it can move with other more dedicated assault mechs and fill this role impressively. It can also lead heavy mechs and medium mechs into battle without breaking pace with them, and it has some fighting ability in all ranges, and beyond reasonable defense. There is a reason that even prior to receiving its late Star League refits, such as the BLR-1C, or new Star League level technology upgrades afterwards, the BLR-1G was a favorite among Mechwarriors and for on-field commanders. The Battlemaster would also see a series of upgrades over the years during the Star League, Succession Wars, and beyond, and this will be the follow-up overview of those. During the Star League, the BLR-1C was an evolution of the more primitive 1G, and would upgrade field models as well as being produced in some numbers. It would mount a command console in the machine, which is used in the advanced rules of the game, as well as upgrading the heatsinks to 17 double heatsinks, giving it an immense sinking ability, and more than enough to fire its full weapons array every turn. It would, however, lose its machine guns in response, making it weaker against infantry, but improving its raw survivability to incoming damage, due to not having as much ammunition on board. This variant is, for any spheroid who can get it during or after the Star League's fall, one of the greatest command vehicles available, and would see service in the War of 3039 under House Kurita once again. The BLR-1D is a Davion-specific model created during the Succession Wars in 2867 in an attempt to increase the unit's survivability. The SRM-6 and rear-facing medium lasers would be removed, and the heatsinks on board would be increased to a staggering 24, giving it an immense heat-dispersing ability. It would also be up-armored to 15.5 tons of armor, making its overall protection truly impressive. This, however, does come at the cost of offensive ability, and the BLR wasn't a particularly hot-running machine prior to these changes either, meaning that some of this might actually be unnecessary in terms of reducing its overall capabilities. During the era of the clan invasion, House Marik would retool their earthworks to produce a new, more advanced model of the BLR, which would be the BLR-3M. This unit would replace the PPC with a Fusagon Longtooth ER-PPC, giving it extended range. It would also provide the unit with double heatsinks, giving it an immense heat-sinking ability, all while removing the onboard machine guns. Also, for SRM ammo, it would receive a case in an attempt to make the unit more survivable in the case of an ammunition explosion. There is also another version of this called the BLR-3M-DC, which removes its rear-firing medium lasers for a command console, making it essentially a mildly upgraded BLR-1C, which is to say, a very impressive command mech. Finally, on our display today, we will be looking at the BLR-4K, the Draconis Combines upgrade suite for the Battlemaster. Modified in 3074 during the Blakest era, it would install an XL engine in order to save weight, but at a cost of durability due to that engine being more likely to take damage. With this weight, however, it would install 5 improved jump jets on board, giving it an immense leaping ability of 150 meters. A heavy gyro would be added to make the mech less likely to be disabled from taking internal damage to its primary gyro. And, for its weapons, it would possess a Gauss rifle, snub-nose PPC, and large pulse laser, as well as 2 ER medium lasers. This model may be dramatically different from other BLRs, but it is nonetheless a very dangerous war machine. The Battlemaster is a mech whose strengths are almost self-explanatory. It is big, it is relatively fast for its weight, and it packs a punch in close range and has some ability to defend itself at longer ranges. It also runs cool and has multiple configurations which come with command consoles to help its role as the war chariot for those in command of units or armies. The Battlemaster's weakness? It can't withstand a fight at long ranges for a protracted period. And though impressive in close, it can be outdone by mechs in medium range and long range fighting, or by some of the heaviest machines in the assault mech family who are more dedicated to destroy a target up close. The Battlemaster was designed to be the ultimate war machine, and would morph over time into a command mech for brave warriors seeking to lead their men into the field of battle. It would do this job across every era and even into the grim battles of the Ilkhan era. It is the master and commander of Inner Sphere forces. Thank you for joining me here today. If you enjoyed this content, please consider liking it and subscribing to the channel. With that, I will catch you in the comments section below.